Hey guys, welcome to the very first video on the Compass to Starpower YouTube channel. I'm your host, Danny Isakov. I'm an aspiring animator, writer, and director, and I was born and raised in New York. A quick little known fun fact about me is that I only know how to play one chord on the guitar. Yeah, that was terrible. My path in wanting to pursue a career within the creative industry is probably similar to the path that most of you guys took. When I was growing up, I used to consume as much 90s to 2010 cartoons as I could possibly take. I used to be looked as a total nerd when I wrote a 2-page essay on why Cartoon Network's City era was the best era for the network, which is totally true, by the way. And I always got sideways looks when I told that I wanted to pursue a career as being a showrunner and draw for the rest of my life for a paycheck. Of course, I've gotten backlash. I'm sure you've heard all these lines that I'm about to list. This won't make any money, why don't you just become a doctor? This job isn't stable. How are you gonna even pay the bills? Don't you have to live in California to even become a director, animator, or artist? That rent is too high, you won't be able to pay it. That's actually very true, by the way. The industry is too saturated. You have to be 1 in a million to even get a job. Even despite those limitations and fears, I still took the plunge. I knew there was a way to achieve the personal success that I was looking for, but still create art that was meaningful that I could leave behind. I knew that if I wanted to make money, I wasn't gonna make something that was half-assed or anything. I really wanted to leave something that can bring an impact to this world. And that's why I really became an animator, because with animation, you could pretty much make anything come to reality. And that creativity is what led me towards that space in the first place. I wanna make something that can appeal to my passion in life. No amount of money could satisfy me unless I make something that I love and that I created. I wanna make something that can bring an impact to the world, not something that an investor would find appetizing. That's my philosophy as a creative, and I'm sure that many of you guys share the same sentiment. The reason why I started this channel is because I noticed a significant issue that many creatives, including myself, were facing. A lack of a platform that discussed a pathway to achieving success within the creative industry without having to shell $200,000 for a 4-year pricey arts college and to get a creative advisor that you have to wait a month to even get an appointment with. That's bullshit. There should be more resources on YouTube that offers that chance to people. The misconception I see from 90% of beginner creatives is they think they need to have some innate artistic talent or skill to even have any level of success within their industries. This belief leads 90% of creatives to fork over their hard-earned money to these art colleges, and they're put in these 4-year programs, and then after that, they get out and they're not even able to get a job. They just spend $200,000 on a piece of paper. They don't even know where to go next. But now we have this wonderful resource called the internet, which has a huge database of information that any beginner creative can use to 10x their results within the industry, regardless of their skill level. All it takes is these 3 big C's: content, consumption, and consistency. Content meaning where to look for the knowledge, like books, courses, websites, articles. Consumption meaning actually taking actionable steps to put this into your workflow. And consistency, showing up every day, no matter how little or small, to create a meaningful impact. With this framework, you could learn any skill and make a lot of money. Now I want you to picture a scenario where every creative was given a reliable compass. That compass centers on one constellation, your constellation. Within your constellation, you have everything you need: valuable resources, credible research, and every answer you ever had that leads you to a path that gets you to that final definitive goal, getting your dream job within your industry. My goal with this channel is to provide that platform for creatives like you to achieve in any creative industry. So, some content that you guys can expect on the channel is in-depth industry pipeline guides where we go within the industry to see different positions and jobs so you guys have a great idea of what each industry offers. We'll be researching different job boards so you guys know the perfect place to land the next gig. We'll be dishing out tips on how to create your own killer creative brand, such as crafting the perfect portfolio, resume, and demo reel. And finally, we have a Q&A session where you guys can send in questions and I'll be making sure to answer any questions you have about the creative industry. It's all about leveling up your creative brand. All right, if you guys made it this far, thank you so much. Drop a comment down below with your industry and what you would like me to talk about in a future video. Your input will be so valuable to the health of this channel and will help shape the content that you see later on in the future that can really make this a valuable resource to everyone coming across to it. If this sounds like the content that you would be interested in, consider subscribing and leave a like if you have made it to the end of this video. It really helps out a ton. I got some pretty cool stuff coming up next week that I'm really excited to share with you guys. Hit the notification button next to the subscribe button so you don't miss that next video when it does go live. Until next time, always shoot for the stars when people say to land on the moon.